All right, welcome to the relationship show. This woman writes this post. She says, I'm freaking out. I'm scared I'll never find love. I'm really scared that I'll never find love. I'm 26 years old and never had a boyfriend. I'm quite smart and well educated, and I think I'm very average looking. I have a decent personality too, nothing fancy or anything. But I've always been single. I've asked out guys in the past and got rejected every single time. She says, okay, fine. But I've never been asked out before, too. Okay, so pickup stage. It's like, well, you believe you have the qualities to, be in a good relationship and like you have a lot to bring. So great. That will serve you really well in the dating and relationship phases. Now what you have to do is just get into those phases through the pickup phase. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, guys are very attracted to, visual things. So it's like if you can really put a lot of effort into how you look, I know it's like, it just is what it is. It's like, well, guys are attracted to beautiful women. So put some effort into that and then ask guys out. Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like when guys get asked out, that's a compliment to them. It doesn't happen all the time and it shows a lot of guts and a lot of interest. And so, if you're not getting asked out, maybe do some makeup really good and just like put some effort into like your clothes and then how you present yourself. And then, you'll get much better results. But right now you are 26, you've never had a boyfriend, and you're entering that stage where it's like late 20s, early 30s is when a lot of women want to settle down and find like a partner for the long term. And right now you're behind the game. And I'm just going to tell you that straight up. You're behind the game. It's like you don't have any experience. And so once you find someone that you want to really settle down with, I mean, how are you going to like really know what to do? It'll just be much more difficult if you don't have any more experience with dating. So I would say get on some dates, even if they're not like the ideal guy, just get that experience, get to a point where you're more comfortable just dating and having fun on dates. And that's really what you should focus on once you get on a date. So it's like, well, structure it well, make it easy for the guy to set a date in that pickup stage, make it easy for him to tell that you're attracted to him, maybe touch his arm, maybe do something along those lines, or maybe like, I don't know, kind of go out of your way, whether it be like give him something or I don't know, just really, really obvious things that a woman could do to, communicate that she is attracted to him, because guys don't always pick up on these signals, especially if they're like subtle hints. They just don't really think that way in a lot of cases. Guys are just more straightforward. It's like, well, not as common sense to recognize emotion and feeling as it is common sense for women to basically recognize emotion and feeling. So know that, and then just, again, make it obvious. Once you're in those dates, just have fun on the dates, focus on that, and then focus on having, you try to get with someone who has a high level of attraction. That will make it just so much easier. We'll continue on our post here. What is wrong with me? I'm not that picky. I really would like someone who complements my life and is my best friend. Well, are you in situations where you can be asked out, or are you always just like at home, or what are you kind of doing? Are you putting yourself in situations that make it easy for the guy to ask you out, where the two of you can be alone? She says that's basically it. I don't need them to be good looking or super wealthy or anything, just well groomed and independent. She says, ugh. Anyone else feeling my worries too? I feel so lonely being the only single one out of my friends and family. Super common one is just like people compare themselves to friends. They see them on social media or whatever, getting married, especially at this age, 26, getting married or even having kids or having like a family already, and you're sitting here alone, never had a girlfriend, or in your case, never had a boyfriend. That's a sucky feeling. It sucks. But right now, recognize that you are behind the game and you need to get some experience and then, gain your skills. And then once you find someone, you'll get better and better and better at picking up, better at dating, and better at relationships. So get in the game and get started. Don't make it into something more than it is. Sometimes when people don't or don't have much experience with dating or pickup, it's like they make it into a bigger thing than it is. Just have regular conversation with somebody. If the interest is there, go on a date. Don't complicate it. You don't have to have some pickup line. You don't have to do this huge extravagant thing. It's just like, just if you want to date. If not, okay, see ya. Kind of that kind of attitude. Approach the date like, well, you're seeing if it's a good match or not like totally committed, even though like from a woman's perspective, sometimes when she shows more interest, it can actually raise attraction to the guy. So just recognize that as well. Versus, I don't know, it's just kind of like a chasing dynamic. So guys, when they're like overly pursuing or overly committed from the start, sometimes it comes across as them chasing. But from your perspective, you might, show a lot of interest and a lot of enthusiasm on the date. But the main thing is just get started. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get in the game.